I need to make the spare wheel carrier, which goes on the back of the vehicle. So what I've done is I've drawn out the pitch circle diameter of where the bolt holes go. So I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to glue it onto this piece of steel here, and then I can center punch where the holes go in the midpoint, and then I can cut this with an angle grinder where the markings are to get it to a rough circle, and then put it in the lathe, machine it round, and then drill and tap the holes. So here it is, the corners have been cut off, roughly cut. So now I can put this in the lathe and I can spin it round. So I've machined the disc round, and now we're just drilling the holes for the 5 bolts. So the hole we're drilling is a 10.2 millimeter drill, and this we're going to tap out to 12 millimeter. The 5 holes have been drilled, and I'm just busy tapping the threads 12 millimeter. Yeah, test fitting to see that we've got all the holes accurate. Everything seems to line up pretty well. So I've machined this round and threaded it. This is where the spare wheel will fit, and these bolts will now fit flush. I had to take a bit of a chamfer off that corner there, and these are the wheel nuts that are going to fit in. I've had to machine those and modify them. So here is the spare wheel carrier. I'm going to do a test fit to see if it fits. So there it fits in pretty well. All the bolts will tighten up nicely. The other side looks good. Now we can weld a tube on to the end of that. So here's the spare wheel carrier going in. This is going to be the bracket that's going to bolt on. And I've bent this so that it takes the same radius as this back support. I'm getting ready to weld up the spare wheel bracket. So far everything looks nice and square, trued up. So here I'm drilling a little drainage hole, so if I get moisture in this tube, then at least it's got somewhere to go so the water doesn't sit. So there's the spare wheel rim on. Everything looks pretty strong. Looks neat. So later will be the skin panel that will curve around this.